How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream today. We're going to be doing some of the week 3 Retribution of Legends quests. Then we'll be doing the week 3 of the Revenge of Legends quest, so we get to try the last few fights. And then we're going to jump into Battlegrounds, and I'm going to try and create a deck for the new meta. I'm probably not going to be trying to push today because this isn't going to be a long stream. Hopefully a couple of hours, maybe slightly more, but unfortunately not much more than that because I got to go to work. Main reason I'm streaming today as well is because I'm not going to be able to stream on Friday or Saturday this week because I am away at an anime convention all weekend, cosplaying in London, so I'm not going to be around, but I will be streaming on Sunday evening, so do look forward to that. So, yes, Dion, season has started, and unfortunately, we got matched against Salty for our first war, so it's definitely going to be an interesting one. Definitely look forward to the video that I will definitely be uploading probably in the next couple of days for the results of War 1, as well as the fights that I do. So, no calendar? What do you mean, no calendar? Calendar season? I don't know what you mean by that. But yeah, so we're going to jump into the Retribution of Legends first. I've already done the first 3 quests because I figured that they were a little bit too easy to do on stream. But I'll do the other 2 now. We can get the rewards. Am I streaming at the convention? No, I'm not going to be able to stream at the convention. Chances are in London I'm not going to be able to have the signal to do so. That being said, I'll at least try and get some good photos that I'll post in the Discord. So if you're not part of the Discord, you definitely want to be in it if you want to see those photos. So I will post the Discord link in the chat now for those that might want to see them. And then, yeah, so... Oh, I gotta read the nodes. That's Power Shield. Got you. That's why I'm doing no damage. See, that's what happens when you read. Oh, okay, I see how this goes. You steal his power. And then, yeah, this happens. Yeah, I got you. Okay, one more special should kill him. What costume will you wear? So, I'm going to be doing the Inosuke cosplay again this time. But I do have 2 brand new cosplays that I'm preparing for later in the year. One of those being a Bleach cosplay. From the anime Bleach, and one of those actually being a cosplay from the anime Heaven's Official Blessing, which is a little bit of an unusual one, but it's one that my partner very much likes, so that's what we're going to be doing. But like I said, pictures of all of those will come as and when, because I've got one convention planned on Halloween, so I've got an anime convention on Halloween, I've got one at the end of the year, and I've got one in March, so I'm sure all of the different cosplays will come out at some point. I'm guessing all of these fights are Power Shield, which is fine. I could probably try and do a little bit of towers today, but... Oh. Actually, there's something that I forgot to put out there, which I will put on in just a second, but on the 4th of September, which is Saturday, not this week, but the week after, I am planning to do a huge, massive subathon to celebrate me doing 500 followers. Or shall I say, achieving the goal of 500 followers. So definitely look forward to that. I'm planning for it to be... It'll start at a 3-hour stream, but the more subs that I get in the stream, I'm willing to go up to a 12-hour stream. So let me just put this in. Right. Better. Now let's make it look somewhat interesting. Right. I have to make this like... Okay, that's a bit better. Yes, I'm doing some live editing. You'll have to deal with it, chat. Okay? You'll have to deal with it. This won't take very long, he says. I hope. There we go. Now it actually stands out a bit. See? I'm a smart Scorpy. Oh, it's a little bit long. No, I can do it. I can squeeze it. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh my god, look at the cows! Yes, Skull, mean comments are allowed. As long as they're towards me and not towards other people in chat, that's fine. Also, actually, let's spell this right. I'm English, and yet I can't really speak English. Can't be having that. Alright, there we go. Better. Most people probably won't even read that, but I had to remember to put it on the screen. Okay, so I hate you, you not chat. I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. Hey, if you hate me but you're still here, that's enough for me, you know? Bleach go as Shunsui or Renji. So one of those is correct. I've actually got 2 cosplays for Bleach. Shunsui is one of the ones that I'm going to be doing. The other one is Kenpachi Zaraki. So Kenpachi is the first one I'm going to be showcasing, because the Shunsui one is not finished yet. But after I've done Kenpachi, I'll probably do Shunsui at some point, and then I've got the Heaven's Official Blessing. And then that'll put me up to 5 cosplays. So that'll be Inosuke from Demon Slayer, Jinshi from Apothecary Diaries, Kenpachi Zaraki from Bleach, Shunsui Kyoraku from Bleach, and then Hua Cheng from Heaven's Official Blessing. So that'll be 5 different cosplays that I can swap between then. But damn, creating cosplays are expensive, my dudes. Like, wow. Bob Rossimo. Oh, you've got to do a chaos with that. That'd be hilarious. I'm trying to watch a stream of shitty internet at work. I mean, you could turn the stream quality down to like 360p. It might not be as clear, but at least it shouldn't be so like jumpy. That's what I usually do when I like watch Anayan or Cantona or Bryce in the Veins or whoever else I'm watching on Twitch at the time while I'm at work. I usually like switch it to 360p so that I can at least still see and hear the stream even if the quality's not perfect, because a lot of the time, like, my phone just lurks on the stream. It doesn't actually watch them, so to speak. But I usually watch them to give them a view, to show them some support, and if I get a chance, I'll chat. But most of the time, if I'm in streams, I'll probably, like, come in and say hello. Like, I'll have to, like, sneak off to the toilet for, like, 2 or 3 minutes to say hello and chat, and then I just leave the stream lurking while I'm working. That's how I like to put it. Can you check how long it's showing that I've been streaming? You got disconnected 2 times. I can have a quick look. Bear with me, Violin. Sounds like you've been having Twitch problems as well. Let me do this fight and then I'll have a look. Damn, I suck. It says you've been streaming for 58 minutes, Violin. Bonk. You just put down and watching? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like at my workplace, obviously I can't just sit there on my phone. I've got a job to do. I've got laser machines to run, which is kind of bad if I'm distracted by my phone. So, yeah, I usually just like have my phone plugged in and then just have a stream going in the background while I work. And then as and when I get time to jump in and say hello to chat, I do so. And then apart from that, I just let it lurk, basically. Okay, so now we do threat level 5, and then we'll do the Revenge of Legends ones. And then we'll probably create a Battlegrounds deck, and then once the deck's created, I might jump into... Well, we'll see what time we've got. If we've got time left over, I might do a couple of Battlegrounds matches, or I might jump into Towers and do a bit of that. But we should have about 2 hours. You've actually been streaming for 10 hours. Yeah, so your stream definitely disconnected. So Power Shield... Okay, and then you just need to parry to get the Pursuit. Oh, that's a point, actually. Bullseye is probably going to be a very annoying defender this Battlegrounds meta. Because you're not going to be able to parry him very much because of his insane damage through block. But if you parry him too much, you're going to lose the Pursuit passive. It's alright at the moment because I'm able to steal his power, but still. Same to you, Violin. I hope you have a good stream as well. Thank you for popping on by. Bonk. It's funny because as soon as he gets the armors, the bleeds disappear. I think he can still get armors with armor up buffs. Yeah, there they are. Alright, let's bait out the special one. Or not. I am surprised and shocked that that didn't actually trigger a single armor up buff. Mind you, he's about to go into his degen, no, not degen, auto block mode. It doesn't matter because Venom just ignores it. Okay, so then we got Destroyer. So is this basically the same nodes all the way up? I can never remember. Yeah, it is. Okay, so all of these champions are actually really bad matchups for Destroyer because he's armor break and bleed immune, but it's fine. We can... The fights are generally pretty easy, so we can just build up how we normally would. Did you see that there? He tried to do that sneaky walk up light, and it was like, nah, not this time. I swear, the AI is getting too smart with that. Okay, one more. Now we got special 2. I basically just get to special 3. Actually, no, I can just do this. What am I thinking? Once the hunt's begun, the damage comes. Ooh. I just scraped that in before the hunt expired. Right, one more special 2. No, it'll probably be 2 more special 2s, actually. Yeah, I don't think that's going to finish. Oh, okay, never mind. We got a crit on the last hit. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. So, that's this side done. So, all of the rewards that I get from this quest, all of the keys I get from Revenge of Legends and everything are going to be saved until the subathon next week. So, just so people are aware, I'm not opening any of the rewards today. I did get the Battle Pass as well, I have to admit. It seemed like a really good deal to get 4 extra keys for basically 20 quid, so I thought that was worth it, because it basically means that I can get 1 to 2 of the champions immediately at A2, which is really nice. For a low... Like, I think it's the... I know that the champions aren't the best. Like, they're not huge. Oh man, did I go Overflow on Mysterium? Flip's sake. I should have spent that first. That's unfortunate. Always need to get the loyalty, because I need it for Alliance War. Is there anything else I'm getting with this right now? I can't remember. I have been getting the Catalyst Fragments at times. I often get quite a few of the Relic Shards as well. But I'll save the rest for a bit. Obviously, we have the Radiant store update coming on the 2nd of September, which is another reason why I'm waiting until the 4th to do the subathon, is because the Radiant store will reset by then, so I can basically use that to, well, get the materials I need without going overboard, basically. Yeah, these fights are actually really fun. This was actually a really fun side quest idea to just, like, beat the living tar out of some of the most horrible defenders in the game by simply giving us, like, some really, really beefed up nodes. I haven't even looked at the new Revenge of Legends fights yet, because obviously next week is the big gauntlet. And that gauntlet is basically going to be all the fights that we've done in the first 3 weeks, plus a brand new Winter Soldier boss, which, if I remember rightly from the live stream, has something like 42 million health. So I'm very interested to see how that fight is going to play out. Again, we'll do that live probably on the Saturday when we do the subathon. Like, we'll do all of the rewards together. The rewards to the Revenge of Legends, the Retribution of Legends, and all of the Radiant Source stuff. Like, all of it will be saved until that day. The only thing I won't open on the 4th is the Titan Crystals, because I don't think they reset until the week after, if I'm not mistaken. But then it just gives me something else to stream a week later. Because I think we've got about 23, I want to say. 23, 24 Titan Crystals that have been saved up now. So, should be a pretty big opening. Obviously, the main 2 that I'm going to be personally after is going to be Agatha Harkness and Black Tarantula. That being said, I really wouldn't scoff at a Dr. Bong either. Because, well, Dr. Bong is just genuinely fantastic. Really, really good champion. It'd be interesting to see whether he's still as powerful unascended, because it's funny, I didn't get that track, but I did get the key track. It's actually the first time I've spent on something for a very long time, but thanks to you guys being so nice a few streams ago with your 10 subscriptions. It really helped. Yeah, I believe, I might be wrong, because we haven't had a 100% confirmation yet. We probably won't get one until the Titan comes out, or probably until the next live stream for Kabam, which I believe is next Friday, now that I think about it. So not this Friday, it's not tomorrow, it's the following Friday. Is when I'm pretty certain is when the next Kabam live stream is. That'll probably be when we get the new Titan revealed. But if they follow the trend that they've been going the past, like, few Titan crystals, then the Titan champion should be Dr. Bong, Black Tarantula, Agatha Harkness, Hobgoblin, unfortunately, and oh my god, who came out with Black Tarantula? Oh, and Symbiote Spidey, the new Spider-Man. Should be those 5, and then one unknown champion. But I'm not sure if that's going to be a new buff, or if that's going to be an old champion that we haven't seen. It could be the newly released Cable, the Cable buff, which would be really, really unfortunate, because I think the general consensus for this new Cable is that it's honestly pretty bad. Like, he was better pre-buff with the Apocalypse synergy than he is now, which is kind of sad. So I'm really hoping it's not Cable to be the last champion that's also added into the Titan. But we will find out next week. Okay, so now we're going to do the Revenge of Legends fights, which we haven't had a look at these yet. Yeah, I'd say Black Tarantula, Agatha, and Bong are definitely going to be the top 3 in the new Titan. Probably in the order of Black Tarantula, Bong, and then Agatha, in my opinion. I have... Oh, wait, no, I forgot. It's not, it's Shatterstar. I forgot about Shatterstar. Wait, if I go to the Titan... who was the last one added? Yeah, so it'll be Dr. Bong, who might actually be the extra pick. Maybe Dr. Bong, Shatterstar, Black Tarantula, Agatha Harkness, Symbiote Spidey. Oh my god, my mind has gone blank. But yeah. I don't know if they put Cable in. Like, he's not terrible. Like, he's just not going to have barely any use, unfortunately. He's just not going to have barely any use. But yeah, Shatterstar, Black Tarantula, Agatha Harkness, Dr. Bong. And then, do you know what? It'd be easier if I just have a look at the most recently released champions. That'd be 10 times easier. Pretty certain you can put it in order of release. Oh, there you go. I can put it in 2026. That'd be 10 times easier. Oh, Phyla-Vell. That's who I'm forgetting. I'm such a moron. Yeah, so I think the next Titan is Black Tarantula, Hobgoblin, Phyla-Vell, Shatterstar, Dr. Bong, and Agatha Harkness. I don't think the new Spider-Man is going to be in this Titan. Because Dr. Bong, I believe, is the extra champion that was supposed to be in the last Titan. But if they'd have added him into the last Titan, people would have been able to pull him before he was available in the track, which I think is why they delayed him to go into the following Titan. I mean, yeah, fingers crossed I get all of them. I've got 23 Titans right now, plus 1 Titan Nexus, so... And I've got a few basics, not too many. I've got 2 basics at the moment. I'll probably get more when I open some of the Empowered Grace Crystals, speaking of which I can claim... Oh no, I can't claim them yet. It's in here that I need to claim them. Yeah, there's another 2 here. And we'll get a bunch from the track as well. I can't remember how many I am from the Grace. I think it's about 60. Give or take. I think it's about 60. Yeah, 69. What a number. I am 69 crystals away from getting another Ascension. So... It'd be nice if I can get that many before I do the opening in a week and a bit, but I probably won't, but we'll see. It depends what the Revenge of Legends rewards are. Right, I should probably check the nodes and the fights before we just jump in here. So I think it's 3 fights left, I want to say. Yeah, so we've got, got Juggernaut, Rhino, and Captain Marvel. The defender starts with a force field with 100 integrity. While active, the defender will not move backwards and is more aggressive. The first landed hit of the attacker's special attack 1 removes 9 integrity, +1 for each non-damaging debuff on the defender up to 5. The first hit landed of a special 2 removes twice as much. The first hit of an attacker's basic attack has a 50% chance to remove 2 integrity. Once the force field is broken, it reforms after 22 seconds. Pause during special attacks. The attacker starts with a 6-second timer. It is paused during the attacker's specials and heavies. Refresh when they dodge back. If it expires, the attacker loses 15% of their max health. So you have 6 seconds to use a special or a heavy. Or... oh no, you need to dodge back. You need to dex at some point in every 6 seconds, or you lose health. However, it's paused during specials. The attacker gains up to 10 indefinite 75 Fury passives the closer they are to the defender's wall from the center of the stage. The defender gains up to 10 indefinite 7.5% protection passes the closer they are to the attacker's wall. Every 2 seconds while the attacker is cornered, they gain a 10% energized passive. The attacker cannot activate their special 3 and is immune to armor break. Okay. Doctor Strange for Juggernaut. I was thinking of Sorcerer, ironically. However, armor break immunity would make that long. So you need somebody who is going to use a lot of specials. Doctor Strange would work, but mine is only rank 1. So who else can gain power quickly? Maybe White Tiger. Yeah, let me try White Tiger, I think. Mordo could also be a good one. Let's try White Tiger first. I know it kind of wanted non-damaging debuffs, but I think power gain is going to be more helpful in this fight than anything else. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Oh. Right, it's the new Juggernaut, of course, right. Right, how do I push him back again? Wait, how do I push him back? Oh, after you... right, when the force field is broken, that's when you push him back. Got you. So now this will give me a special 2, which I can launch straight away. Oh yeah, this fight's going to be actually pretty nice. Wait, why can you use special... I thought your special 3 was disabled. Wait, what? That was weird. I swear it said the special 3 was disabled. Oh, this is actually quite a fun idea for a fight, because now you're going to do a lot of damage now that he's in the corner instead. That was so strange. I swear the node said the special 3 was disabled. I mean, he's dead now, but still. Special 3 is disabled on the timer only? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay, fair enough. I mean, White Tiger still took down that fight pretty okay. The armor break immunity is definitely annoying. Mind you, I don't think it really matters. To be fair, Sorcerer probably would have worked for that just because of the slow debuffs. It would have been a bit longer, but the Furies would have helped with that anyway. Right, let's read the nodes on Rhino next. Rhino is probably the next one that I want to try and do. So, let's see. Let's do... When the attacker lands a second medium attack, they gain an indefinite root charge. While above 4 charges, if the defender is not rooted, the final hit of the attacker's special and heavy attacks places a trap at the feet. If the defender passes over the trap, the attacker spends 4 root charges to root the defender for 5 seconds. The root ends immediately on the first hit of the attacker's special attacks. While rooted and above 2 bars of power, the defender is inflicted with a 90% suppression. Whenever this root triggers, the attacker gains an indefinite hunter charge, reducing the duration of breach by up to 90%, and grants 6% physical penetration, and causes hits to deal an additional 50% of the real damage dealt as bursts of energy damage. When at 5 hunter charges, the attacker deals guaranteed critical hits. Okay, I'm just going to use Lumitrix and just see how this works. Use Jabari Panther for Rhino? Interesting. That makes a lot of sense, because, yeah, Jabari has a lot of attack power when she hits her hunt, and she'd probably shrug off all the debuffs. I'm trying to bring champions that I brought earlier in the other 2 quests, because obviously you're only going to have a team of 5 to fight all of these next week. So I need to see if some of the champions I've used before still work. Oh, I should be heavying, actually. Oops. That was my fault. I wasn't watching the power game. Okay, there we go. Okay, I swore. Alright. Can I start playing this, like, properly now? Okay, now I need him to use the hit special. Now I can do this. Now I can beat him up. Come on, one more. Come here. There we go. Can't hit where you can't... No, it's not what you can't see. You just can't hit me. Right, there's the root trap. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, we're fine now. I got you. Took me a minute to actually figure out how this fight works, but yeah. I was a little bit slow there. Bait out the next special one. Okay, I think he's dead now. Oh yeah, he's long dead. Okay, cool. Pretty simple fight there. I'm really hoping the rewards are going to be pretty decent for this next week. Like, I'm not expecting miracles. I think 1 whole tier 5 alpha is a fair prize for this quest. Yeah, I think 1 tier 5 alpha is a fair prize for this quest. I'm probably asking for too much. But I think 1 tier 5 alpha, maybe 1 greater empowered crystal. and, you know, some other little tidbits would probably be really nice. Maybe a tier 7 basic or two. But we'll see. I really, really honestly hope that Kabam doesn't think that the rewards for this quest are just this. Or, sorry, this. I'd be really disappointed if Kabam thinks that this is all we deserve from the rewards for this, because that would be very underwhelming. Use Nico for too much. Use Nico for Captain Marvel. Let me read the nodes and see what we're looking at here. The defender gains 5% max power each time their block is hit. The defender gains 1 binary charge every 0.4 seconds, every 5th time the attacker blocks a hit. Oh, and every time the attacker blocks a hit. At 99, they trigger Ignition. Ignition grants stun immunity, 100% to auto-block light attacks and medium attacks, and special attacks cost 75% less power and cannot be avoided by dexterity. If the defender's special is a well-timed block, the attacker gains 5% of missing power and a 50% vigor. Pause while Ignition is active. These vigors cannot fail due to ability accuracy and cannot... Okay. Can't go above 50% apart. When you block a special, I know exactly what I want to use here. And that's Sorcerer. And the reason for that is because she will heal back all of the blocked special hit damage, which I think is going to be the key to this fight. Okay. I can see why Nico works well, to be honest, as well, but I'm already bringing Sorcerer for 2 other fights in this gauntlet, so I need to see if she can do the 3rd. Let's start in... Actually, I'm going to start in her base form, because I kind of want to get the regen on block first. Right, that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, because we're just going to heal up all the damage back. So she's going to go binary very, very soon. Yeah, we're just going to regen it all back. There's the parry. Yeah, this is what I need to do. And then this. Yeah, this is actually kind of fun. Very interesting way to do a fight. Okay, then the binary resets. I get you. Okay. So we want her to be as high as possible on power when she hits her binary form. Because then we just need to basically bait out all of the specials as quickly as we can. So she's in binary now. Oh, yeah. Oops. Okay, yeah, that was pretty simple. Yeah, that was pretty simple. Okay. So that fight was pretty easy. Okay, so this week's fights, honestly, were probably the easiest out of all 3. Out of all 3 weeks, it seems to be hard at the start and then get much easier as you go through. Which kind of makes it interesting on how the Winter Soldier is going to be. Okay, so we got the key. So that's our second key, some Mysterio orbs. How many Mysterio orbs are we at now? I'm kind of curious. Champions. Oh, the Mysterio Orb thing. Oh, wait, it'll be in the... Is it Mysterion store? No? Oh, yeah, there it is. 76 out of 100, so there's 24 left to get somewhere. Okay. Okay, good to know. Okay, so now we're going to go into Battlegrounds, I think. Actually, no, not yet. Let's do a bit of towers, and then we'll make a Battlegrounds deck. So, I'm not going to lie, I'm stuck in pretty much every class. However, there is going to be some classes that I can get a little bit up on. Like this one, for example, I'm going to be stuck until I can rank either Ascension 2 or rank 4 Patriot, Moondragon, and Stellarford Starlord, but I could probably do Vox with Thor quickly. But then I'll be stuck until either Moondragon's Ascension 2, if I get lucky enough to pull it, or until she goes to rank 4. This fight should be pretty easy. Because it's very easy to build up your charges against Ironheart, just because their specials have so many hits. Oh, well, that was stupid. I might genuinely lose this now just because of that. Yeah, I think getting hit by that Incinerate is going to kill me. Wow, what an idiot. What an absolute idiot. There's me like, oh, it's going to be easy. And then I got hit by the special one. And that was all she wrote. Okay, no more messing about. Let's just do that. I think that's going to be a bit simpler. Okay, we can get the first special 2 off now. Okay, that's better. I didn't want to block any of that yet because I don't have my charges back. Okay, I think we just get to special 2 now, and I think she's just going to die. Come on. Use the special 1. Okay, I need to be quick. Need to be quick. Need to be quick. Yeah, there she goes. Okay, cool. The next one, I think, was the Thor fight. So we can definitely do these two. Thor will absolutely destroy this Vox. Like, he can already punch up 40 without the abilities, but basically we just use special 2, and this Vox is going to die. Or apparently not, because I'm an idiot. Yeah, there you go. Goodbye, Vox. Oh, wait, because I took so much damage, the recoil was going to kill me. For goodness sake, I'm playing like ass today. To be fair, I want to push this Vox to special 2, that'll make it a lot quicker. I kind of want him to build up armor ups first, and then I want to be doing the armor breaks. Because the more he's got to break off, the better. Right, now we use the relic. And then I'm pretty certain he's going to just die here. Oh yeah, goodbye. I don't even need the Boon of the Gods. Yeah, that was a simple fight. Okay, so that was punching up 35, and he still had like 25 seconds left. So I can't do the Bastion right now, because, like I said, I either need to A2 Moondragon, or I need to rank 4 her if she's staying at A1. I'm just outside of the top 1,000 at the moment, but that's okay. So this one, I'm also pretty much stuck until I either rank 4 Bishop, and I need to A2 Danny as well. This is what I mean, is that there's only very specific fights I can do. The reason why they're set up this way is because I feel like that's the best teams I've got. Because I'm not going to be able to get through unless I rank up those specific champions anyway, because of the challenger rating difference. So I can only basically just do the fights I can do, and the rest is just going to have to wait. Oh, for goodness sake. You know what? Just die. Stormax is so broken for towers, it's kind of ridiculous. Didn't even get 30 seconds in. Okay, so I can't do any more of this one for a little while. We're just going to do the fights we can do for now. Because, yeah, like I said, until I get... Like, this floor is so annoying. I am literally stuck here until I can either rank 4 Captain America or Iron Man, which I really don't want to do because I don't like either champion. Or I'm stuck here until I can ascend Penny or Howard the Duck. Or maybe if I A2 Arcade, that's another one. But I'm literally stuck here until I get some new ascensions, because Ruby cannot punch up 40. I have been trying it for a few weeks now, and she cannot do it. Under any circumstances, she cannot punch up 40, certainly not without class advantage. The most I've managed to get Jack down to, genuinely, is about 24%, and it's nowhere near. So that one, I am 100% stuck. This one I can probably do a fair bit of. Probably until we get to Scream. So I can do up to Cersei, maybe. Scream will need to go to rank 4 to do this one. Venom can punch up 40, as you're about to see here. This is a risky fight, though, because this Ronan's going to have big attack boost because of the buffs I've got. I got some really bad buffs, actually. Yeah, my starting buffs were not what I needed. Getting one more of these. It might still be possible, even with the poor starting buffs. If I can get a big special 2 at the end. Oh, I just launched that just a slight bit too late. Just the slightest bit too late. Okay, try again. Damn it, man. Give me some precisions. Oh, you suck. Wonder if it might be worth doing the special 2 third rather than after 2 specials. So do 2 special 1s, then just go to special 2. Especially since I haven't got the best buffs again. Yeah, I'm going to go to special 2 this time. We are doing much better on time than we were in the last one. Yeah, right. Launch the special 2. And then build a special 1 again. Try and do as much damage as we can before the Furies run out. Oh yeah, he's long dead. Yeah, there you go. Punched up 40 with 14 seconds to spare. Venom is ridiculous. He's actually ridiculous for this. Like, no class advantage, no buffs, just pure power. Venom is probably one of the only champions I think that, given a push, may be able to punch up like 45. Probably not, but he's probably the one I can think that has the best chance. I don't think any other champion I know can punch up 40 with 15 seconds left. Like, it's genuinely insane. If you don't have a rank 5 Venom by now, what are you doing? Like, Venom is probably one of the best attackers in the game if you have a 6-star Venom relic. Okay, this won't be too bad because we're only punching up 20 here. I don't know if Maestro can punch up 35. I'd have thought maybe. I mean, he punched up 20 there with 22 seconds left. I don't know if he can do 35. Maybe with the right relic he could, actually. He probably could with the right relic. Speaking of relic, I'm probably going to have to swap Cersei's relic temporarily, just so I can do her fight. I'll try and do it without first, but if she struggles, then I'll need to swap to the Thor relic. Because the Thor relic makes her Furies do just absolutely ridiculous damage. And I'm sure I can take it off for just one fight. Venom really helped in Sarastis fight. Yeah, Venom is just fantastic, honestly. Oh, here's me thinking that Null could punch up. Oh yeah, he might be fine. Okay, I take that back. I think we're good. I was getting a little bit worried at the start there, but no. No, we're good. We're 100% fine. Yeah, that was easy. That was really, really easy. Okay, so let's try the Cersei fight now. We should be able to do this one. Like I said, I might need to swap my relic to the Fury one. But let's see. Because Angela's going to help by triggering armor ups. Okay, now we just get to special 2. Okay, good for the Furies. Nice with the crits. Yeah, I don't think we need to change the relic. I think she's going to be absolutely fine here. Oh no, I'm an idiot. Yeah, she's fine. That was easy. That was actually really easy. So that was punching up 35, and that was like 20 seconds left, and I took 2 specials to the face. Cersei's very good for towers. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's just wasted a key. Because the next fight is a 45 punch up, and Scream can't. I don't think any champion can do 45. I'd be interested to see how close she can get, though. But yeah, I don't think any champion can do this, because this is basically like just their base damage. This is just pure curiosity. But the damage is great, but yeah, this is just not possible. honestly, very, very impressive damage overall. But yeah, 45 is not possible. I take that back. I don't even think Venom could do that. The difference between 40 and 45 is just ridiculous. Okay, so I'm pretty certain Deathless Thanos can punch up 40 as well. Corvus might be able to punch up 45 against Vox, but that might be stretching. But I think once Corvus gets to A2, eventually, he'll definitely be able to do it. And Terrax against Punisher is pretty much going to be dependent on Ascension. But it'll basically be between him going to rank 4 or maybe Arcus, because Arcus actually punches up pretty well as well. Arcus is another one that might be able to do that Vox if he goes to rank 4. But I think that's all I can get to for this one. Mystic, I think I'm stuck for a little while. Yeah, I'm stuck until I can get Chavez and Dragon Man up to rank 4. But I can do the 2 fights here, just to use up some of the keys. Mind you, I don't have Mystic Dispersion on right now on this one, but... Oh, wow. Well, that's 1 key wasted. Of course she got the critical hit on the stupid special one. She proper intercepted me with that as well. That was bullcrap. Right, I'm going to kill myself to recoil, but... In fact, I don't even know if Kindred can punch up 35. This is probably going to be a lot closer than I thought. Yeah, I don't think he's going to do this. I might have overestimated him here. Yeah, he wasn't even close here. Oh, this is a problem. Yeah, Kindred wasn't even close. Like, I know I messed up the rotation a little bit, but... that wasn't even close. Mind you, she did heal a lot off the special one, so maybe that was a thing. We'll try once more. If not, I might have to rethink who I use here. The thing about Rogue is you can't use... well, you can use debuffs against her, but she's still going to slow you down. Wow. Forget you can't parry her either. Yeah, I don't think Kindred can do this. I think that's just too much. Because she reduces the duration of the degeneration debuff as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to change my plan here. Yeah, that's twice. She's basically got down to about 30%. Yeah, this fight isn't going to work. I need a different plan for this. Oh, do you know what? Maybe Destroyer. Maybe I swap those two over. Kindred might have a better chance against Falcon anyway, because his specials are generally shorter. Yeah, let's try Destroyer here against Rogue. So we basically need to push her into the corner and use a couple of special ones. This will build up the charges. Okay, second special one. Third special one, which is going to give us the power gain. Okay. Yeah, I think Destroyer's got this. Okay, that was actually really funny. I think Destroyer's got this, immediately walks into a special 2 and ruins it. Yeah, he can definitely do this. He can definitely do this fight. The damage was fine, I just messed up at the very end. Dude, this AI is toxic. Okay, there's the power gain. Now I'm behind where I was before. Right, let's get another special 2 going. Yep, there you go. Destroyer is fantastic for towers. That is a very solid 35 punch up against a very tough fight. Right, White Tiger should be good for Sabretooth because she heal blocks with the special 2. That's basically the thought process here. Yo, Rat Raw, thank you. Sorry, Raw Rat. I can't believe I just said your name wrong. Thank you very, very much for the raid. Welcome on in, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. W's for the raid. And Raw Rat, how was your stream, my dude? What were you up to? What were you doing in MCOC, assuming you were playing MCOC? Okay, now we can start power stealing the absolute living crap out of him and spamming specials. I'm just doing some towers at the moment, so you'll have to bear with me. Oh, I should have got the... That was not good. Okay, but we got the power gain, so we should be good. Yeah, he's down. Beautiful. Tour raid. You did unit farming. Let's just say arena for 3 hours. I mean, that's completely fair. I still need to do the arena for the Summoner Appreciation event. I've done the 6-star shard arena, but I still haven't done the 5-star shard arena. I'll do them at some point. I don't really think it's something that I'll probably stream myself. But, right, so I'm now stuck in this tower until I can rank for either Chavez or Dragon Man. So I'm going to have to stop with that tower. What content are we doing? So, have a great one. You're going to sleep now. Have a good sleep, Raw Rat. Once again, thank you very much for the raid. Thank you for everyone who's come on in. I've got a subathon coming on the 4th of September to celebrate crossing 500 followers. I'm trying to get CCP, so if you do want to support the channel, please do hit that follow button. And as for today, we're going to do one last little bit of towers, and then we're going to go into Battlegrounds, and I'm going to create a deck for the new meta, and we're going to give it a test. That is what we are doing today. Ghosties, how you doing, my friend? Link me with you. Good to see you too. Right, this one we can do up to Lizard, and then I need to stop because I don't have him at rank 4. This level of towers is basically impossible unless you have either a rank 5 unascended that can punch up 40, a rank 4 A1 that can punch up 35, or a rank 3 A2 that can punch up 30. And I don't spend a lot on this game, so I do not have a lot of A2s. In fact, in my entire roster, I only have 5 A2s. You're stuck in 8-2-3 at phase 3 against Glycan. Glycan is a pain in the butt to fight, so I'm not surprised that you're having a little bit of trouble with him. That was a really bad time for that special to come out, because that wasted all of my acid burn damage. Not even sure if Ibon can even punch up this many in towers, but we're about to find out. There goes the chaos. Also, Ghosties, thank you for cursing me. Always love a good curse. Damn. Okay, I timed out here, but... Okay, we'll try again. Maybe Jack isn't the best matchup for him. You enjoyed the chaos. I'm glad. Everybody loves the chaos. The chaos is what we live for here. So, as about me, my name's Scorpy. I play in Cav in a top 10 alliance. I'm a British man from England, and I play a lot of Battlegrounds. I push very high in Alliance War, and I have a YouTube channel which has a bunch of different war fights, some character, or shall I say some champion, what's the word for it? Oh damn. This is why I shouldn't stream in the mornings, because apparently my brain is really struggling to keep up today. 1 second. Yes, I have some champion tutorials. That's the word I was looking for, tutorials. Why did I say it so easily the second time? The latest one was on Spiral. Okay, him throwing that might have just ruined it. Okay, we got down to 22% that time. This might be a losing battle. To be fair, the last time I punched up 35 with I-Bomb, it was with class advantage, so it might be that I-Bomb just cannot punch up this much unless he has that. It really doesn't help when Jack-O-Lantern here decides to throw this many specials. Do you know what? I'm going to take getting hit in the face, because you've just given me a boost to my damage thanks to Courage, the mastery. I think the best way is genuinely to go to Special 2 now. Special 3, sorry. And then into Special 1, if we get the time. You will keep the stream on as you're pushing towers as well. Thank you, Ghosties. Although, like I said, I am going to be swapping to Battlegrounds pretty soon. Oh, this might be enough. Oh no, I messed it up. Oh, what an idiot. Oh my goodness, man, I messed that up so bad. I would have done that. I literally would have done that if I hadn't thrown that relic too early. Okay, I take that back. I'm out of keys now. So this is going to have to wait till next time. But he can definitely do that fight. I just need to play it better. Yeah, he can definitely do that fight. That being said, I might swap these two over. As in Ham and Venompool. I think I-Bomb would have a better chance against Venompool simply because his specials are shorter. So he'll waste less time doing them. I think next time I'll try that way round. I think that would be the better idea. I'm still, unfortunately, out of the top 1,000 in towers, but I still have 2 weeks to try and get up back into top 1,000. But with my baby roster, it's a little bit difficult. Right, we can claim this weekly Essentia. Where are you in towers right now, Ghosties? What rooms are you at across the board? Like I said, I'm basically stuck at 92 in basically every single class, except from tech, where I'm stuck at 88. And to be honest, it's probably the tech class that is keeping me out of the top 1,000. Which, honestly, I'm not that fussed about, because the difference between top 1,000 and top 1,500 is only 12k radiance. So honestly, I think as long as I can stay in the top 1,500, I'm pretty happy. But yeah, I am stuck at 92 in every class except tech, where I'm just stuck at 88 because I just can't seem to pull any ascensions I need. Tech, exactly. Yeah, tech is a terrible class for towers. Unless you spent the crap ton of money to get Zola, which not a lot of people did. Yeah, I don't personally think that tech is a very good class for towers, one bit. So, what we're going to do here, I'm going to create a deck for this new meta. So it's Mix Master, Astral Sense, and Giving Chase. So if the attacker attempts the same basic attack twice in a row, they'll evade. If you try to attack them while they're in a stun debuff, they'll evade. And every time you perform a parry, you'll swap between a Pursuit and a Vigilance. So basically, normal champions still work this meta, but in order to be able to attack, they've basically got to either parry once and then play without parrying for 15 seconds, or they've got to parry twice to swap it back. So champions that you get punished for parrying, champions you can't parry, or champions that can remove parry debuffs in a good way will be very good. So I'm going to go class by class for this. Let's start in the science class. So I think taking Sandman for defense is good, because every time he hits your block, he's going to gain charges towards going unstoppable. I think Silk is going to be very good, because she's going to have the slow debuff, which is going to prevent a lot of the evade. I think Spider-Woman's going to be good, because she has the fumble, which basically means that after 15 seconds in the fight, she doesn't have to worry about any of the evade either and can just be used normally. And I'm going to probably take Rhino for defense for now, because a lot of people are going to be running skill champions this meta, and I get the feeling that Rhino might not be that great in the long run, simply because of how many people are going to be running champions like Crossbones, champions like Black Cat, champions like Shang-Chi. So I think I need to be careful in terms of who I use for that. In fact, after saying that, I'm actually going to take him out for now. I might put in Titania, but not yet. I want to see what I've got in the other classes, and we might come back to it depending on what space we have. So in this class, Jabari Panther, definitely. Because Jabari Panther, you can't really parry her because of the cleanse. So she is going to mess up champions that try to parry her for Pursuit, because she's going to shrug it off. And then if you try to parry her again, she's going to switch you to Vigilance, so then you can't actually hit her. So I think she's going to be very, very good for this. Lumatrix can fight very well on Mixmaster because of the fact that he has the passive stun. So they won't evade on a passive, and it's very easy for him to alternate combos on Mixmaster because he can just basically cause them to miss. I think Nick Fury and Yelena are worth taking for defense. Elsa Bloodstone is definitely worth adding because she counters evade very, very easily, and is a very quick attacker. Black Cat and Okoye as well, very, very good for stopping evade. Crossbones and Shang-Chi. So this is what I mean. Like, a lot of people are going to be running a huge number of skill champions, because skill champions just are fantastic for getting around evade. I'm kind of debating whether I want to put in Thor Ragnarok or Hitmonkey, because Thor Ragnarok will work, but only after he uses a special 2 or a special 3, because he doesn't get the ability accuracy reduction on evade until he puts an armor break or a shock on the opponent. So I think for that, I might leave him out of this meta. We might come back for Hitmonkey or Stealthy in a bit, but we're going to go into the other classes first. Stormax and Gentle and Emma Frost. All three of those, and Pixie actually. In fact, pretty much them. So let me explain. So Stormax and Gentle. Stormax gets the passive stun whenever they try and purify a stun debuff, so she's just ridiculously good for Mixmaster. Yeah, we got a second raid of the day. Violin, thank you very much for the raid as well. Big W for you in chat. Welcome on in, all of Violin's watchers. I'm Scorpy, good to meet you. Violin, thank you very, very much for your raid. Hope that you had a good remainder of your stream, hopefully with no more cutouts, fingers crossed. For everyone who's just jumped in, I'm currently creating a deck for the new Mixmaster and Purify meta. So this is where you can't use the same basic attack in the row or their evade, and you can't strike them while they're stunned or their evade. However, if you parry them, you get the ability to avoid evade for 15 seconds, but only on the first and every subsequent parry, every two after that. But yeah, thank you very much for the raid, Violin. Everyone who's come in, thank you very much for coming in with them. Please do stick around, and yeah. So, going back to the deck. So, Storm will shrug off stuns and then passively stun the opponent, so she'll be very good on attack. Gentle, same thing, has the Pursuit, so he will be very easy to build up this meta. Emma Frost, if you parry heavy at the start a couple of times, she basically ignores evade completely once she's in telepath mode. So I think she could be a good attacker. Onslaught is going to be a fantastic defender this meta, because every time you parry him, he's going to put the Daunted on you. And only a few champions can actually parry him safely, so it's going to be very difficult to get around Mixmaster against him. And on attack, he's probably going to be one of the best champions, similar to Storm, because he can just shrug off, any shrugged off stun will become a passive. So he can just absolutely wreck the opponent through that. I think Dazzler is also worth a consideration this meta, because Dazzler also has the Pursuit passive when she dashes in that lasts for 10 seconds, so she can get around Mixmaster really, really well. She's also going to be a great counter for a lot of the skill champions that people are going to be running this meta. And Captain Britain is Captain Britain. Captain Britain is not on my deck because of the meta. Captain Britain is in my deck because of how much of a pain in the butt she is on defense. That being said, if I go over to the tech class, I'm going to do tech next, because what do I have this meta that can actually counter Captain Britain? Because if I do not have a lot of counters that will work, it might be better to take Captain Britain out of my deck and just ban her this meta. Because honestly, I don't think any of these champions that I can see can get around Mixmaster very well at all. Like, Zola will be worth taking for defense, because due to his ability accuracy reduction, he'll be immune to slow, and he'll be immune to things like crossbones and stuff like that. They won't be able to reduce the ability accuracy of his evade. So he'll be a very, very good defender this meta. Bastion would be a good attacker, but he's only rank 3, so I can't put him in. Same for Prowler. If they were both rank 4, I'd consider them. But genuinely, looking at these, I probably will put Solvark in just as a good defender as well. And maybe Ruby. But apart from that, I genuinely don't think any of these characters are going to be good this meta. So I am going to take Captain Britain out, and I think I will just ban her if I see her, because there are not a lot of techs this meta that are good options. Next we'll go to Cosmic. Deathless Thanos is an obvious pick. So is Venom, because Venom doesn't necessarily get around evade, but he should kill quick enough that once he gets down to 18%, he does avoid evade. Apart from that, Null could be good, because he can avoid evade and is probably going to be a very good defender this meta. Serpent can also avoid evade and will be a good defender. Honestly, I don't think the rest of them... If you have Vision Arcus, I think Vision Arcus will be a very good dual threat this meta. A very, very strong dual threat. Because not only is Vision Arcus great on defense, because if you try to parry him... Yo, Violin with another raid! Thank you very much for another raid. Appreciate that. Yeah, because with Arcus, if you try to parry him on defense, he'll shrug it off instantly and be able to just smack you. And on attack, as soon as he gets the Cold Snap debuff on you, he's going to be able to freely attack you without having to worry about Mixmaster. So if you have an Ascended Arcus, especially if he's at rank 4 or above, I would strongly recommend putting him in your deck for this meta. I think he's going to be a very, very underrated attacker. Maestro could be worth adding in just because it's Maestro. And let me go to the Mystic class, because I have a bit of a weird Mystic roster. Sorcerer Supreme is going to be fantastic for this because of the slow debuff that she puts on. And being able to get around pretty much all of the aspects of the node pretty easily. Nico might be worth putting in just as a defender. Mordo will be absolutely worth having this meta, especially as a defender because of his Astral Evade if they do trigger the evade against him. And you can't just parry and hit him for that reason as well. You need to have a... you need to have somebody who either passively stuns or can prevent evade another way, because he's also immune to ability accuracy modifications, so things like slow don't work on him. I'm honestly debating just putting in Spiral and Sasquatch here as defenders. I think both of those will be good. As for the rest of the Mystic class, I don't think a lot of them are going to be useful. Kindred will probably still be a pretty good defender, actually, because of his stun immunity. So I might... This is where I'm going to be going back through the deck and possibly removing people that I don't think I'm going to need. Like, actually, looking back, I don't think I'm going to need Solvark. Oh, maybe. Let's see. I don't think I need Pixie. Especially since I don't have Jean. I probably want Jean over Pixie, because Jean can passively stun. And just gets around a lot of other skill champions' abilities. I do want to try and squeeze in Kindred. I think he's going to be a defender worth having this meta. I might replace Emma Frost, to be honest. I do think Emma Frost will be worth replacing here, because I've already got plenty of other better mutant options, honestly. So I think we'll remove Emma and put in Kindred. I think that's looking pretty good so far. I'm not seeing anybody else. Kindred would purely be a defender, though. He's not going to do anything on attack this meta. He is going to struggle on attack. But in regards to everything else, should be pretty good. I am very interested in trying Jabari Panther. I think she could be a really underrated attacker this meta, just because every time you trigger Mixmaster, well, for one thing, she has the Ensnare on the special one, which is going to completely turn off the evade. But also, just in general, every time the opponent evades, she's going to build charges, and if she can get to her hunt very quickly, I think she's genuinely going to be a very, very good attacker. The only other one I'm possibly debating taking out is surprisingly Crossbones, simply because I think I'd rather ban Crossbones than I would use him myself. Because I'm not admittedly very good with Crossbones, and I feel like a lot of other players are better with Crossbones than I am. So I think for that reason alone, I think I'd rather ban him and put in somebody else. And with that in mind, that means that my bans this meta are probably going to be Captain Britain, Crossbones, And probably, arguably, I could ban... I'm just trying to think who else is going to be a really, really good defender this meta, actually. I think there's going to be a lot of defense options, but not too many attack options. Let me just see here. Oh, Dr. Bong. Dr. Bong is probably the other one I'm going to need to ban. Thinking about it. Because Dr. Bong is going to be a ridiculously... He's going to be a ridiculously good attacker this meta. Oh, Archangel is another one. I don't have Archangel. Yeah. Or Colobsidian. In fact, Colobsidian is one that I'm probably going to want to ban as well. In fact, I might put Crossbones back in. Because I think I'm not going to be able to ban everything. And I obviously know that. And I think even if people are better with Crossbones than I am, he's still very, very good to have for this. Whereas I think I'm definitely going to need to ban Dr. Bong, because he's just going to be a ridiculously good attacker this meta. I'm definitely going to need to ban Captain Britain, because I just do not have a good counter to her this meta. And I'm probably going to have to ban Colobsidian if they have one as well, for the same reason, because I don't have one myself, and I just think he's going to be an absolutely ridiculous attacker. So with this in mind, let's do a quick match or two. I'm probably going to lose both of these, and that's honestly fine. Like, if we lose both of these, that's not a problem, because, honestly, let's just put it simply, I probably won't be doing a big push in Battlegrounds until the 4th of September, when I do the big long stream. So, if we lose a bunch of points now, it's not really a big problem. Genuinely. Okay, so, do they have Captain Britain? No, they do not. Do they have Dr. Bong? No, they do not. In which case, Scorpion's probably going to be a decent ban. I got plenty of counters for Photon, so I'm not worried about that. Might ban the Starkey. Let's ban the Crossbones as well. I think that'll be fine. Okay, I'm going to take Elsa first. I think she's going to be a very good attacker this meta. And there's no other better time to try than now. Okay, we'll take Dazzler for the Atuma. And let's take Okoye for defense. Not Okoye, Yelena for defense right now. Okay, he gets Jean. Jean will work this meta because she has the passive stun. He has Deathless Thanos, so I don't want to take that Zola. Let's do Nick Fury and maybe Black Cat. Black Cat is basically get to special 2 and then you're basically laughing. He does have that bullseye, which could be a problem. Okay, he decided to take both Hitmonkey and Bullseye. We'll take Jean. Maybe Fatboy Sasquatch here. Because now I think we've got enough counters to everything that he has. I think we would probably use Black Cat against that Photon. Okay, so let's see how this goes. I think we'll start off with our Fat Boy on defense. He's going Bullseye first. Oh, do I want to use Dazzler here? No, I want to use Dazzler for Atuma, so we'll use Jean here against Bullseye. Because, like I said, as long as we have the Pursuit on, we don't need to worry too much about Bullseye's evade. At least to start with. Because the first is going to give us the passive stun. Right, now I can avoid the evade, trigger this. just play this gently. Right, now we've got the evade back again. Into the relic. I can push him a special 2. Okay, now we need to parry twice again. Get this back. And there goes Bullseye. Okay, nice. That's definitely going to be a win round. So now, I think we're doing pretty well. He doesn't have the best count. Well, he's going to have to use Jean on Yelena. So I think it's going to entirely depend on who he places on defense now. He could place Deathless Thanos on defense. That would be a problem for me. Everything else we have a good counter for, but Deathless Thanos is going to be a very annoying fight if I have to fight him. So, if he places Deathless Thanos next round, I throw the round. If he places anything other than Deathless Thanos, I need to go for the win, so I will probably have to place Nick Fury, because he will use Jean against Yelena, and that will be maybe a 60-second fight tops, whereas I think we can win otherwise. But that Deathless Thanos is going to be a big problem. So yeah, if he places Deathless Thanos, we throw the round. If he places anything else, we go for the win. Because if I don't win the round that's not Deathless Thanos, I will probably lose the match. Because I do not have a counter to it. Okay, so we need to go for the win. So we place Nick as well. I think I need to do maybe Black Cat here. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to do Dazzler. Yeah, because if I lose this match now, if I lose this round, then we definitely lose the match. Without a doubt. Okay, this is a good start. Because once he does this, we'll get another Pursuit passive. Okay, now we've got another one built up. And immediately throw this special 2. And this is going to put him into second life. Right. Oh, that was close. Oh, I didn't think I had the Pursuit. Crap. Oh, that's not good. Okay, never mind, we dexed it. That was beautiful. One more special one. Oh. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Nicely done. Very nice win. Okay, that match was completely dependent on me not missing that special 2 dex with, sorry, special 1 dex against Nick. That was a good fight. Okay, one more match and then we'll see. If you're enjoying the stream, do not forget to hit a follow button. Everything really helps me get towards CCP. So then I can get those sweet drops. Okay, so let me push through. So we have our next opponent here. Okay, do you have Captain Britain? You do. That gets banned. And then... Oh, this guy is not running a lot of skill champions. That's interesting. Are you running a lot of mutants? This is an interesting attempt, like, roster for this. I'll ban that Dark Phoenix. Do you know what? I genuinely don't know what I wanted to ban. I think the Haivo was actually, weirdly, one of the better things to choose, even though it was technically not me who chose it, but still. Alright, so I would say, if he's taken Jean first, we'll take Silk and Onslaught first. Because we do not want to take Yelena when he's got Jean. That would just be really stupid. Okay, so now we will take, I think, Spider-Woman and Venom. Because Venom will stop that Spider-Ham's evade. As well as Spider-Woman if he decides to take it. Okay, I think we take no, he's got White Tiger. So let's take Lumitrix and maybe Solvark. We've got Spider-Woman or Silk to take his Solvark, but he doesn't have a great counter himself. Okay. Interesting choices. Might take Elsa for the, as weird as it sounds, for the Kindred. Elsa, surprisingly, is usually pretty damn good for Kindred. So, let's play Solvark ourselves as well. I think we're going to Silk this. This is going to be an interesting matchup.
Thank you.
Juice! Thank you for the follow. I suppose it's technically Josh, but... Okay, now that this Solvark is cornered, we're in a good position. Thanks for the stream help. Dude, you're welcome. I'm glad I could be of assistance. Oh, that's not good. Right. We're set up to go for the finish now. Here's me hoping that this is actually going to kill. I think that's going to kill. Yeah, it did. But did me taking that special 2 to the face ruin me? That's the question. That's the question. Did that ruin me? Did you manage to get through the fight with Scream after I showed you the rotation, Josh? Josh! Okay, that was a good fight. Really, really good fight. So, I think the next one we're going to do is... Okay. I think I place Onslaught next. He's probably going to place... I'm surprised he's not placing a Tumor. I felt for sure after throwing the Onslaught down. No, he's going for Jean Grey. Interesting. We'll go for Venom then. Well, that now means we can place Lumatrix round 3, but I'm not going to have a great counter to that Atuma. I'm definitely going to lose some health there. Every time I tried the 40 difference, I was just coming shy of winning, ranked her up, and it was a breeze, yeah. She does work very well for towers. Ah, your reverse controls doesn't get me that time. Screw you, Eugene. Yeah, she's dead. Very, very quick fight. That's a win. Okay, that was a simple, easy fight. I think that puts us high C6 now. Okay, that's going to do for now. Unfortunately, like I said, it's a bit of a short stream today. I unfortunately needed to do a lot of things before work. But thank you everyone who raided today. And thank you for everyone who stuck around. I really, really appreciate you. Genuinely, really, really appreciate you. What we're going to do is we're going to raid into OG Young Gucci, another fantastic MCOC streamer. So if you are willing to stick around for the raid, I would very, very much appreciate it. We're going to raid into OG Young Gucci. I will be back streaming on Sunday because I am at an anime conventional weekend. But yeah, hope everybody has a good remainder of your week. I will see you on Sunday and catch you in a little while. Bye for now, my friends.